and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to share with you a complete building tour along with area tour for the condo we stayed at for our second full month in Bangkok, Thailand. So first, let's talk about the location of the new condo compared to the one we stayed at in our first month. We moved from along the Sukhumvit metro line to across town over by the Icon Siam Mall. The main reason for this move was so we could get a feel for what different areas of Bangkok were like, but still make sure we were within a 5-minute walk of a metro station so we could still easily get around the whole of the city. So let's start our building tour on the ground floor of the condo. As you can see, the entrance into the condo was gated and had a guard 24/7. In the ground floor parking garage, there was a 7-Eleven vending machine and an additional vending machine that sold some basic household items. Back over at the main walkway entrance, there was the sales office, a water fountain, and an area for your grab food and deliveries to be dropped off. There was also retail space along this hallway that was mostly empty, except for a co-working space that we rarely saw anyone in. The lobby area was much smaller than our previous condo, but just as nice, and it also had a 24/7 security guard at the desk. At the back end of the lobby, there were restrooms, a Tao bin drink machine, water vending, and doors that led to the elevator bank, which you needed your keycard to access. From the ground floor, let's head all the way up to the rooftop to show you what the views from the rooftop garden were like. After exiting the elevator on the 23rd floor, access to the rooftop garden could be found by going through the marked door and up a flight of stairs. Once outside, you found yourself surrounded with well-landscaped and maintained garden areas with amazing views of the Bangkok skyline. Towards the back of the building, there were additional areas, including a helipad, where the skyline views continue, giving you a bird's-eye 360-degree view of this amazing city. We also had the added bonus of staying here during New Year's Eve and being able to see all of the various fireworks shows going off simultaneously from this amazing rooftop. Heading down to the 10th floor, we come to the area where most of the building's amenities are located. On this floor, you'll find the common room, a meeting room, laundry room, gym, and pool. Once in the common room, you'll find some comfy seating arrangements as well as 2 glassed-in spaces that you can reserve if you need a private place to work. Across the hall, you'll find a more traditional meeting room that can also be reserved for those of you needing to work remotely. Just at the bottom of the stairs, you'll find a laundry center, water station, and the restrooms. Up to the top of the stairs, you'll find the pool and the gym. Like in our last condo, the pool hardly ever had anyone using it, and I believe it's because the water in this pool was also very cold due to it always being in the shade. To work out. The gym was well equipped with both cardio and weight machines, so I think you'll find everything you need to get your workout in. Now that the common areas are out of the way, let's head down to the 5th floor and check out our condo. Like our last condo, this one was also a 1-bedroom. However, this one was a little larger, and instead of looking out over the pool and metro, it looked out over a 5th floor rooftop garden. The kitchen was fully equipped with all of the basic cooking and kitchen utensils we needed for our month's stay, and we found the half-size fridge more than sufficient for our needs. The washer-dryer combo unit was on the balcony, along with a drying rack, broom, and lawn chair. Like in the first condo, we found the mattress in this unit to be very hard, but we brought the mattress pads we had bought for the first condo with us, so it definitely made the bed more comfortable. We do wish there had been a curtain between the living room and bedroom, as Steve stays up much later than I do, and there was no way to block the light from the TV from shining into the bedroom once I had gone to bed. The bathroom was also larger than at our last condo, and we found the shelving and under-sink storage to be a nice upgrade. And here's a quick view of that 5th floor garden area just outside of our unit before we head back downstairs to show you around the neighborhood so you can see what this area has to offer. If you're going to be staying in this condo for 30 days like we did, then having access to grocery stores is going to be a must. In less than a 10-minute walk, you could reach a Tops Daily and a Lotus Go Fresh Market. Both of these stores were mini-marts, but offered all of the essentials as well as a small selection of fresh meats, fruits, and veggies. also going to find a lot of street food vendors, a 7-Eleven, and a local restaurant, which we found had great pad krapao. And speaking of 7-Elevens, in addition to the one I just mentioned, there are also 3 additional stores that you can walk to from the condo. The closest metro station is the Wongwai Yai stop seen here. This stop is less than a 5-minute walk to the condo, and at night, the path home is full of street food and restaurants. So here's the ad for this Airbnb unit. We found the pictures the host provided were very accurate to what we found at the condo. We also found our host to be very responsive to any questions or concerns we had, and overall really enjoyed our stay here. However, there are a few unique things about this stay that we're glad we figured out before incurring additional fees. The ad says that cleaning would be provided at no charge once a week. However, we found the sheet inside the dust drawer that stated that cleaning was 400 baht per session. This sheet also mentions that the water, tissues, and other toiletries provided in the unit were not included in the cost, and we would be charged an additional fee if we used them. Granted, we've only stayed at a handful of Airbnbs. However, this is the first time we've seen a host charge for items of this type without having it in the ad or posted within plain view in the unit. But we're curious, have you run into anything like this when renting an Airbnb? We would love to know in the comments below. So here's the full cost breakdown including the electric for our 1-month rental. Overall, we enjoyed the extra space this condo offered, but found we really missed our neighborhood that the previous condo was in. So when we come back, we'll definitely be staying on the other side of town. And if you haven't checked out our previous condo tour or other Thailand videos, just click on that on-screen link. But not before you subscribe, as we have a lot more Thailand content we are excited to share with you because we are so glad you are here and we can share with you our happy travels.